Hello, so I'm going to do an intro for each segment and then upload the whole thing together.
Kunhambebe insults us with his pitiful raids. We will teach him that the Maracajá bow to no one! Chase them off the island, men!
Even as you bleed your men to death here, my warriors already control the south side of the island. Your day of reckoning is here, traitor!
The enemy has bypassed our defenses! We are under attack from every direction!
Kunhambebe is threatening to burn my village to the ground. We cannot let it happen. Defend yourselves with everything you have. The rumors were true. Kunhambebe is sending everything he has against us. We must evacuate our people to the northeast, where his forces have yet to penetrate. Protect the refugees at all costs!
Help! Kunhambebe's clubs are bearing down on us! Is this the end?
Okay, so mission 1. I found it fairly straightforward and difficult to fail. It's difficult to lose all 8 refugees, but there is an achievement for getting all 8. So the first fight, you want to shoot one of the landing army with an archer and then lure them through your main army with that archer so that you can give as many free hits as possible, and you can survive that first fight with about 35 army if you play it right. And then with the landing army in your main base, jump all your blackwood archers into the castle for extra DPS, and then it doesn't really matter about the melee units. You should end the fight with about 60 military, maybe 50. Then you want to spread them out along the path to defend from the Red Raiders until you get the outposts up, because there's an outpost side quest which will give you vision of the Red Raiders. You want to also wall off some of the choke points. They don't let you actually build walls. So you want to build some houses. I build a university. Just block off some of the different entryways. After that, I would make sure with the side quest, with defending, saving the villagers, I would take the villagers rather than the extra army. You don't need the extra army most of the time. You're going to make that anyway, but the villagers will be quite a big boost at the start of different missions. So other than that, this one's pretty easy. Mission 2. There's a nice exploit on it to make it way easier, so make sure you watch that if you struggle with the mission.
Urak Tsara, Aiko Aipoba Eresen, Ba Emonhangara. Empe, Ba Emonhangara. Ba
Passacara. Tecca Sara.
Aikoka Tecca Sara. Empe, Ba Emonhangara. Ba Emonhangara. Ba Emonhangara. Eikové. Ishe Aikokatu. Ba Emonhangara. Eikové. Mba Emonyangara.
Wari Ninamo. Se peñara. Ya so. Tere mi motara rupi. Tere mi motara
Aiko aipoba eresene.
Auye.
Aiko aipoba eresene.
This village has been captured by Kunambebe. We must save the villagers before he can execute them.
Se peñara. Wari nina peñara.
Ishe aikokatu. Eikove. Auye bete. Urak Sara.
Tere mi motara rupi. Wari nina. Tere mi motara rupi. Empe. Emba sokwe kutana. Uyebe. Embe. Emba ite botar.
Tekka Sara. Auye. Ishe aiko moyangara.
Tere mi sokwe kutana. Emba ite botar. Chasso. Embe. Emba ite botar. Se peñara. Wari ninamo. Tere mi motara. Emba ite. Tere mi motara. Uyebe.
Yero que sawa. Passa cara.
Emba ite botar. Uyebe. Tere mi motara. Emba ite. Wari ninamo. Tere mi motara.
Urak Sara.
Emba e moyangara.
Kunambebe's raiders looted our homes and gathered the spoils in this location. We should reclaim it before they can steal it away from the island.
We have saved these innocent people from our enemies' clutches. In gratitude, they're offering us their services. I wonder, should we equip them with weapons or send them to work?
Tere mi motara se peñara. Emba ete ripotar. Embe. Asokwe kutana. Uyebe. Emba ete ripotar. Asokwe kutana. Tere mi motara rupi. Uyebe. Asokwe kutana. Embe.
Our villagers are like grazing capybaras, aware of the anaconda lying in ambush. Let us construct outposts so that we can spot Kunambebe's raiders before they strike.
Tere mi motara rupi. Embe. Uyebe. Emba ete ripotar. Asokwe kutana. Asokwe kutana. Emba ete ripotar. Uyebe. Tere mi motara rupi. Embe. Tere mi motara rupi. Asokwe kutana. Emba mi motara rupi. Emba asokwe kutana. Asokwe kutana. Asokwe kutana. Asokwe kutana. Asokwe kutana. Tere mi motara rupi.
Excellent job. Our enemies may burn our homes, but they will not take everything we own.
Empe. Mba Moyangara.
Mba Moyangara.
Ishe
Mba
Kokatu.
Moyangara. Mba Epe. Mba Moyangara. Yero que sawa. Mba Moyangara. Ishe Kokatu. Mba Moyangara. Mba Moyangara.
Eikove. Mba Moyangara. Mba Epe. Empe.
Mba Moyangara.
Mba Moyangara.
Well done, men. We have stolen the element of surprise from our enemy.
Yero que sawa.
Eikove.
Mba Moyangara. Mba Moyangara. Mba Moyangara. Yero que sawa. Mba Moyangara. Mba Moyangara. Mba Moyangara. Mba Moyangara. Auye. Mba Moyangara. Ishe ai kokatu. Mba Yero que sawa.
Empe. Mba Epe. Mba Moyangara. Ishe ai Kokatu.
Mba Moyangara.
Eikove.
Yero que sawa.
Mba Moyangara.
Mba Moyangara. Mba Moyangara.
Kunhambebe has taken some of the refugees captive. We should break them out of their prison. We have freed the refugees from Kunhembebe's claws. Send them to safety.
Empe.
Empe.
Ishe ai
Capua
kokatu.
Beguara. Teca Sara.
Tekka Sara. Yero que sawa.
We have rescued all the refugees we could. Hurry to the shore. We may not see our homes again for a long time. One day, we will take back what is ours. Our only hope for survival is to reach the Portuguese trading post. Hurry! And watch out for Kunhembebe's warriors.
There is no escape, Arariboia! You can never outrun my hatred!
Okay, mission 2, I'll talk more after we do the landing part, but there's a really big exploit to make this mission so easy if you really want to use it.
I come to you on bended knee, Governor Champis. Our peoples have always been friendly. And now, we are threatened with extermination by our enemies. You are our only hope.
I have not forgotten your amiable conduct with us, Arariboia.
Yero que sawa.
Take these transport ships and choose one of the locations marked on this map. They will serve as a temporary shelter. Sail like the devil!
These two tribes have offered us their services, my chieftain. We should decide which of them we want to recruit. This tribe will now fight for us.
The jungle here is Kunhambebe's domain. To survive, we must subjugate the tribes allied to him by killing the chiefs.
Okay, so the exploit is pretty simple. All you have to do is take your transport ship back to your starting island and block your ally's transport from leaving. If you do this, he will not leave, he will ungarrison his units back onto the island, they'll all die, Purple will not get control of the Fatoria, and Teal will never appear on the island in the beginning. Because of this, the Fatoria not switching sides means you don't get the Bombard Cannon quest, and it also means that you don't get the Naval Officer quest, where you collect the 3 naval officers from the shipwrecked islands, but it does mean Purple will not make a unit for the rest of the mission. So all you have to do is kill his starting army, and you can just ram everything down really easily. So you'll see me do this here. If you don't want to use this as a quick way of winning the mission, I'd still recommend landing in the same spot because it's safe. I'd still recommend transporting behind the enemy's base because the palisade walls are not fortified and it's a lot easier to get in from the back. And pretty much use the same strat, just a little bit slower. So enjoy.
Ishea kokatu. Imba emo yangawa. Empe.
Caramba! If I knew the jungle would be crawling with hostiles, I would have brought more bullets! Ready the sails! We must abandon this trading post!
Your pasty saviors turned tail and ran at the first sight of my army. Who's the fool now, Arariboia?
Asokwe kutana.
Yero que sawa.
Asokwe kutana.
Emo yangara.
Sepeña. Uiebe.
Eikové.
Tekka sara. Ba epe.
Ishe aikokatu. Tekka sara.
Ishea kokatu.
Asokwe kutana.
Yero que sawa. Ishea kokatu.
Eikové. Tekka sara.
Empe.
Tekka sara. Tekka sara.
Ba epe.
Tekka sara. Tekka sara.
Ishe aikokatu.
Mba emonhangara.
Mba epe.
Mba
Ishe
emonhangara.
aikokatu.
Mba emonhangara.
Asokwe kutana.
Mba epe.
Tekka sara. Tekka sara. Empe.
Eikové. Tekka sara.
Emba epe eripotar. Emba epe eripotar. Teremi motar uiebe. Uiebe.
Empe.
Urakte sara.
Asokwe kutana.
So, you do know how to run towards something instead of running away from it. Very well. Come closer and face my club.
Asokwe kutana. Asokwe kutana. Uiebe.
Ba epe.
Aiko. Aiko.
Sepeña.
Quiero que sawa. Ishe ai kokatu. Quiero que sawa.
Ai poba ere sene.
I would happily die to protect my people. But today is not the day I leave this world. Patch me up and get me back in the fight.
Ishe ai kokatu. Auye. Asoko ikotuna.
When I catch you, I will feed you piece by piece to the snakes, you miserable traitor!
I am not proud of seeking refuge with the Portuguese, but one cannot survive on pride alone. After today, my people have a future once more.
Baepe.
Ishe ai kokatu.
You call this untamed jungle a colony de ça? Bonté divine! Since you're clearly not using it, I will relieve you of your burden. From this day on, this land shall be known as France Antarctique!
Durand is as pompous as a peacock, but he's no fool. We must drive him off the beach before he can dig in, or we may never be rid of him.
So at the start of this mission, what I'm doing is I'm going for a castle right away, so I'm sending all my idle villagers to stone. I'm sending the villagers through the center of the map to build the castle at Blue's base rather than defensively. And then I'm making 8 petards to send to my allies' base to blow up the castle once it switches to Purple's side. That will knock Purple out of the game immediately because he gets control of the fort and then loses it instantly, and you can just focus on Blue. With Blue, because you wipe out his army so early, he gets no time to react. Then you go for Rams and your own army, and you can wipe his base pretty quickly. If you don't have, if you're not capable of pulling it off this way, I would build the castle defensively at home near the gold, and then I would spam arrow slits towers down. You want to get towers down everywhere. You want to get all the upgrades, and then just spam those down because they'll help you defend more than just a castle, in my opinion. Fires more arrows, more targets for them to have to hit, and then you can spam out army after that. But I think that helps. Enjoy.
Mbae Monyangara.
Ishe ai kokatu.
Embae peripotar. Tere mi motara rupi.
Ishe ai kokatu. Tekka sara. Asako ikotuna. Tekka sara. Tekka sara. Auye. Anye. Asako ikotuna. Yero ke sawa. Anye. Tekka sara.
Eikove. Auye bete. Auye.
Embae peripotar.
Mbaepe. Mbae moyangara.
Ishe ai kokatu. Aiko aipoba
Tere mi
eresene.
motara rupi.
Yero ke sawa. Ishe ai kokatu. Asako ikotuna. Moyangara. Auye. Tekka sara.
Embe.
Yero ke sawa.
Embae peripotar.
Mbae moyangara. Ishe ai kokatu.
Peripotar.
Empe. Mbae Monyangara. Urak tesara. Mbae Auye bete. Mbae Monyangara. Mbae Monyangara.
Tere mi motara rupi.
Uberake tem sara. Tekka sara.
Eikove.
Uberake tem sara. Tekka sara. Baepe. Asako ikotuna.
Asoko ikutana.
Ishe ai auye.
Ishe ai kokatu. Aiko aipoba eresene.
Yero ke sawa.
Auye. Auye bete. Mbaepe. Empe. Eikove. Mbae Monyangara. Mbae Monyangara.
Ishe ai kokatu.
Empe. Mbaepe. Eikove. Sara. Ishe ai
Asako
kokatu.
ikotuna.
Eikove.
Anye. Yero ke sawa.
Tere mi peripotar. Embae peripotar. Asoko ikutana.
Uberake asako ikotuna. Mbae moyangara. Empe.
Auye bete. Ishe ai kokatu.
Uberake tem sara.
Empe. Urak tesara.
Tere mi motara ikutana. Embae peripotar. Tere mi motara rupi. Asoko ikutana.
Ishe ai kokatu.
Psikara. Mbaepe. Tekka sara. Aiko aipoba eresene. Aiko aipoba eresene. Mbae Monyangara.
Tere mi motara rupi. Tere mi motara rupi. Asoko ikutana.
Eikove. Urak tesara. Mbae Monyangara.
Mbae moyangara. Yero ke sawa. Uberake tem sara. Mbae moyangara.
Mbaepe. Mbae Monyangara.
Tere mi motara rupi. Embae peripotar. Asoko ikutana.
Psikara. Ishe ai kokatu.
Mbae moyangara.
Mbae Monyangara. Mbae Monyangara.
Do you think I would just land without a plan, Dessa? While you were busy courting the Marakaja losers, I found myself a new friend in their conqueror. Look behind you!
When you stooped to allying with the Europeans, you gave them no choice but to do the same. Now let us see who picked the strongest bearded fool.
Nossa Senhora! We do not have the manpower to withstand this attack. Fall back and regroup!
Fine! Take the fort! A real warrior has no need for walls. Go and make your master happy, you weakling.
Apologies for abandoning you in such a rush, but I had no choice. Now, I'm on my way with a greater army. If you can recapture my fort, we can use it as a base for driving Durand into the sea.
We are fighting on two fronts, men. To succeed, we need to slow our enemies down. Torch the French docks and all the supplies they hold.
Yero ke sawa. Empe. Ba epe. Ishe ai kokatu.
Empe. Tere mi motar motar. Empe. Empe.
You call that a victory? I was merely testing you, Dessart. And now I know what your weaknesses are. We will meet again. Soon.
France lost its greatest Colchester when you left, Durand. This is a great victory for us both, Arariboia. The clouds are scattering, and the future looks bright again.
France and...
Empe.
The gunpowder I planted will go off at any moment. Keep quiet and stay vigilant. Once the thunder sounds, we attack.
The way to the fort is open! Charge and give them hell!
We have those fools trapped like rats in a cage! Blow them back to hell!
Okay, so my strat here has to be done pretty quickly, if not your ally will die. So if you don't think you can do it as quickly as I do here, then you want to build a bunch of towers or at least a castle in your ally's base to buy time.
The red is blowing us to pieces. Abandon the siege. We must regroup or we will never be able to take this fort.
But what I'm going to do is I'm going to wall up my base. I'm going to go to Imperial Age pretty quickly, and I'm going to just build war galleys. I'm going to take the war galleys over to Blue's little trading setup he's got. You're going to destroy the supply carts so that you can repair the cannon galleons. I think they're still useful enough because they'll take out one or two of the forts by themselves, and if you're lucky, they might do more. But sometimes they can just wander off, so that's why I'm building rams and taking it into my own hands. For the achievement, there are gunpowder barrels on the little blue island as well as the big blue island, so you want to make sure that you go there and destroy the ones under the tower. But if you build war galleys, build a decent amount of navy, and guide the teal cannon galleons over there, they'll take out a couple of the forts and then make your own siege rams at home and transport them onto the island next to the forts, and they will take down the forts. It's a lot quicker to do it the navy path than it is the land path, but if you want to go the land path, go up to Blue's base right outside the walls and just spam arrow slits towers down, which is my answer to everything these days, because these missions have endless amounts of enemies. They just keep spamming units, so you get lower population caps too, so make arrow slits towers everywhere. But I think this is pretty replicable for people, so enjoy.
Quiero que Sawa que tem Sara. Acho que verá que tem Sara. Mba epe, mba emoyangara.
We have secured the gunpowder card. Now our allies will be able to train hand cannoneers for the fight.
Ishe ai kokatu.
Mba emonyangara. Urak tsara. Mba emonyangara. Empe. Ishe ai mba emonyangara. Mba emonyangara.
Those French boats are carrying naval supplies. If you can seize their cargo, we can use it to repair my ships. Ai pobarak tsara. Ishe ai kokamba emonyangara.
Mba Moyangara. Mba Moyangara.
Empe. Mba Moyangara.
Excellent work, my friend. Dispatch the workers to repair my ships.
Mba Epe.
My captains will supervise the process.
Ishea Kokatu. Yero que sawa. Mba Munga Turon Sara. Empe. Mba Munga Turon Sara. Mba Epe. Empe. Anye. Yero que sawa. Kuikotana. Auye. Mba
Moyangara.
Empe. Mba Munga Turon Sara. Mba Munga Turon Sara. Yero que sawa. Mba Munga Turon Sara.
Mba Epe. Moyangara. Sara.
My ships will commence the bombardment
Attack
of
an
Fort
enemy
Collingwood
now.
on your signal. However, they will need protection against Iran's navy. That's the signal! Rain hellfire on the French fortifications, sailors! But look out for the enemy ships!
Mba Epe. Ishea Kokotana. Tekka Sara.
These wooden forts fall apart as soon as you look at them. Did you build them with rotten driftwood, Durand? Or are you just that shoddy of an engineer?
Another wooden fort crumbles before my brave warriors. Another wooden fort crumbles before my brave warriors. Wooden fort crumbles before my brave warriors.
Fort Coligny, Duran's pride and joy, lies in ashes. This is a great victory. I could not have done it without you, Arariboia.
You can keep these burned-out husks if you like, the Tsar. Give them to your native friend. I hear he's still looking for a roof over his head.
Empe.
Iran has nearly captured Rio De Janiero. While Dessas strikes back at the French, we must ambush Gunhabebe and take over his base near the city. Take heart, my warriors. Today we will save the Maracajah. The enemy runs away like a scared jungle cat. Let us use this moment to replenish our arrows. Gunhabebe will be back as soon as he has licked his wounds, and we need to be prepared.
Okay, this one is genuinely really hard. It took me quite a few attempts to work out a good way of doing this. You want to start by building town centers, walling up your base to funnel the enemies to your ally, and you want to build fire ships at home to defend from the navy.
First you wait. Soon, I will unleash the full force of my army.
Rio is ours once more. Our position in this bay is secure so long as the city stands. Reinforcements are on their way from Portugal. We must hold on until they arrive. Then we shall finally defeat our enemies.
So this is a difficult mission. You need to be able to balance enough army on the water to defend the wonder, whilst being able to defend your ally in the north and push in the south. So to begin with, you want to stonewall the base, you want to build some town centers and get your economy going whilst making enough fire ships at home to defend the initial wonder. Then you want to be adding all your blackwood archers into the ally castle at the top, and you want to build some either arrow slits towers or a castle or something like that around your ally to keep him up whilst you're going to push in the south. Then once you've got the little bit of a defense up for him and you've built some fire ships, you keep building fire ships on water just to keep the area alive. You then want to build a castle in the south, make trebuchets and champi warriors. Champi warriors defeats all of the units purple makes because he's going to make champis, he's going to make blackwood archers and rams. He doesn't really make trebuchets or anything like that, but those will be enough to protect your siege, and they can burn some buildings down themselves. Slow push purple down. Make sure that you keep your siege alive. That's the most important thing. Don't let your champions just wander off and let some ram come through. If you take down the siege workshops first, the rams won't sneakily come through and get your trebs. You can defeat the French Navy. You do get 4 bombard cannons for it. It's not useless, but I don't think it's as worthwhile as the mission tells you it is. As long as you have fire ships being defending at home, then you should be okay. But I do defeat them in this mission. Then in the north, you want to start pushing slowly with trebuchets and then some mix of champis, halbs, archers. For me, I added the halberdiers to defend from the paladins because I felt like champis really struggled against that. They're also going to have hand cannons, champions, and whatever. So you can't counter the whole army that they're going to make. But the key is to defend your siege Don't let your army run away, just defend the siege and let your siege slowly take the buildings down. If you wander off or dive in too far, your army is going to get massacred by towers, cannons, and whatever. So you want to make sure that your trebuchets are guarded at all times and be patient. Slowly push through. Destroy every bombard tower, destroy the production buildings before you go after the castles. Enjoy.
Marakajar will fall to my new fire sticks. When I am done with them, I will carve your traitorous heart from your body.
Ishe ai kokatu. Mba emonyangara. Mba epe. Mba emonyangara. Mba
Emoyangara. Ishe verá que tem sara. Auie. Emba emoyangara. Yero que sawa. Emba emoyangara.
Eikové. Mba emonyangara.
A French cannon galleon has been sighted. Focus your fire on it, men.
Empe. Aiko emonyangara.
Mba epe. Anye. Emba emoyangara. Empe. Emba emoyangara.
Ishe ai kokatu. Auie. Mba emonyangara.
Yero que sawa. Emba emoyangara.
Mba epe. Mba emonyangara.
Mba epe. Emba emoyangara. Ishe ai kokatu. Auie. Emba emoyangara.
Eikové.
Empe. Asoko ikotuna. Yero que sawa.
Sara.
Teka Sara. Mba epe. Ishe ai
Aiko
kokatu.
Eikové. Sara.
Yero que sawa. Emba emoyangara.
Mba
Ishe
emonyangara.
emoyangara. Emba emoyangara.
Ishe ai kokatu. Mba emonyangara. Empe. Mba emonyangara.
Emba emoyangara. Mba epe. Asoko ikotuna. Asoko ikotuna. Yero que sawa. Emba emoyangara.
A French cannon galleon has been sighted. Focus your fire on it, men.
Aiko aipoba eresene. Mba emonyangara.
Asokwe kutana.
Ishe ai Sara. Auie. Eikové.
Anye. Auie. Emba emoyangara. Ishe ai kokatu. Yero que sawa. Mba epe.
Teka Sara.
Ishe ai kokatu.
Mba
epe. Yero que sawa. Emba emoyangara.
Ishe mba emonyangara. Mbaepe. Mbaemonyangara.
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 Yero que sawa.
Mbaemonyangara. Uraktasara.
Mbaepe. Mbaemonyangara. Ishe kokatu. Mbaemonyangara. Yero que sawa. Mbaemonyangara.
Tekasara.
Ishe aiko ikotuna.
Aiko Mbaemonyangara.
Empe.
Mbaepe. Auye. Mbaemonyangara.
Mbaemonyangara.
Yero que sawa. Mbaemonyangara. Empe.
Mbaepe.
Asoko ikotuna. Tekasara. Yero que sawa. Empe. Mbaemonyangara. Auye. Mbaemonyangara.
Empe.
Mbaemonyangara. Yero que sawa. Mbaemonyangara.
Mbaemonyangara.
Ishe Mbaemonyangara. Mbaepe. Mbaemonyangara.
Mbaemonyangara.
A French cannon galleon has been sighted. Focus your fire on it, men.
The French Navy receives supplies of gunpowder through the mouth of the bay. If we build and maintain a fort on this island, the stockpiles will soon run dry.
Mbaemonyangara. Yero que sawa.
Auye. Mbaepe.
Onye. Asoko ikotuna. Auye. Auye.
Ishe aikokatu.
Mbaepe. Mbaemonyangara.
Auye.
Yero que sawa.
Mbaemonyangara.
Frenchman! Why have my cannons stopped working? You must send me more of your thunder powder.
I will do no such thing, you pompous wastrel. You are killing more of your men than the Portuguese with those cannons.
Mbaemonyangara. Mbaepe.
Auie. Aiko aiabete.
Mba emonhangara.
Ishe aikokatu.
You never cease to impress me, my friend. No great supply ships will be able to sail past this fort.
Auiabete.
Quiero que salga.
Aipoba eresene. Aipoba eresene. Aipoba eresene. Auiabete.
Sails on the horizon! The reinforcements are here! Now, let us go on the offensive and repay our enemies in kind.
A
French cannon galleon has been sighted! Focus your fire on it, man! The reinforcements brought plenty of guns and ammunition from Europe. Take these muskets and give them to your best marksman, Arariboia. I'm sure you can put them to good use.
Quiero que
Mba
salga.
emonhangara.
Quiero que salga.
I cannot plant in my cannons while the French Navy threatens our city.
Mba
Help me set them
emonhangara.
free, I will give you some of my guns.
Mba e mongaturon-sara.
Quiero que salga. Ishe ai kokatu. Emba e moyangara.
The protector of the TP is humiliated, while the traitor is rewarded for his treason. I should have killed you when I had the chance, Arariboia. Then I could have let the Europeans fight it out before crushing them both.
Empe. Mba epe.
Eikove.
Emba e moyangara. Emba e moyangara.
Mba emonhangara.
Quiero que salga. Empe. Tek kasara. Ishe ai kokatu.
Sara. Empe. Mba
Auie. Auie.
Urakte-sara.
Auiabete.
Mba emonhangara.
Quiero que salga. Sobe coturno. Verá que pensar. Empe. Pescara. Ishe ai kokatu. Empe.
Mba emonhangara.
Ishe ai kokatu. E moyangara.
Mbaepe.
Eikové.
Mbaemonyangara. Mbaemonyangara.
Empe. Embaepe. Teremimo sopuita. Embaepe. Teremimo tarna sopuitana. Empe. Embaepe. Teremimo tarna sopuitana. Teremimo sopuitana.
My eyes. The majestic French navy, sunk by canoes and rickety Portuguese dinghies. You will both pay for this. Rio will burn.
My men have wheeled the cannons of our ships. Take them and blast the grin of Kunambebe's face.
Quiero que sawa. Quiero que sawa.
Teremimo tarna.
Ishe aikokatu.
Emoyangara.
Mbaemonyangara.
Ishe aikokatu. Mbaepe. Quiero que sawa. Embaemonyangara. Embaemonyangara.
Empe. Asopuitana. Teremimo sopuitana. Teremimo sopuitana.
Mbaepe.
Auyabete. Aiko aipoba eresene.
Mbaemonyangara.
Teremimo tarna. Embai sopuitana. Sopuitana.
Mbaemonyangara.
Empe. Asoko ikotona.
Eikové. Ishe aikokatu.
Ibera que tem samba epe. Ishe aikokatu. Ibera que tem samba.
There is no glory to be found in a farce like this. To hell with you all! And to hell with this barbarian continent!
My warriors, rejoice! With our enemies vanquished, we can at last return to our homeland. This is a glorious day for the Maracajá.
Ishe ai